Welcome to my channel. This video will be again about some of my birthday presents which arrived lately. Our post now works surely but slowly. And something which I purchased for myself, like this pencil case. I realized that if I want to use my Kohinoor pencils, Mondeluz and Polycolors, I can't have them as they are now in this bucket or attached somewhere the back of my other pencil cases. Here I have several polychromes, especially polycolors. Here I have polychromes and here polycolors, especially those which I can use for coloring fair skin tone and some of the gray colors. Partly I have them in such individual packages, so I decided that I need to sort all of them and to put them into one box according to the color families, and then probably I will start to use them more frequently. So now they have a new home. And it's a huge pencil case. I think that it's 250. This time I made a right choice, and each pencil will have individual slot. I don't like those sorry guys, I think that we had, maybe it's Syrian, maybe no. Anyway, yes, that's aerate Syrian. So for my previous pencil cases I had one slot for 3 pencils, and it wasn't very convenient. It also covered name of the color, so this time I selected a different model, and I selected such a huge pencil case because my February experience, when I realized that if you want to pack your pencils in 5 minutes between all those aerate series, you need to pack quickly, so it's better to have your favorite pencils in one case and not to collect box plus box plus box. So I want to reorganize my pencils. And now we will have a short break because indeed it's an aerate Syrian. I am back and we are moving from this pencil case, which also has this nice holder, so quite convenient. Now I just need to decide which pencils to put inside apart from Mondeluz. Maybe my pastel sets. And we are moving to my next item. This time it was a gift. And again I received sketchbook. I already have shown you that I got Dutch brand of sketchbook, but it was more for markers, and now I received those sketchbooks by Art Creations. They are by the same Dutch brand which create Royal Talents, Van Gogh paints, Rembrandt paints. So these sketchbooks, they have very pleasant color. I absolutely love this Tiffany turquoise color, anyway, one of my favorites. And what I love is that paper, it has a very nice, slightly creamy look. It's also with thicker paper comparing to my previous presented sketchbook. And I guess that person who gifted me those sketchbooks, person was under impression that if I receive sketchbooks and also a bunch of fine liners, because here I also received a lot of gray fine liners and black fine liners. So maybe I would be encouraged to participate in Inktober. You know that I am definitely not have enough courage to draw something, especially with line art, but maybe I will try to use these sketchbooks to draw something with my paints, acrylic or gouache. I think that paper will be thick enough if I do one side painting. At least in smaller size it's not so challenging to start doing something. Anyway, now I have these liners which I can definitely use in my coloring books for the texture, for some of the details, especially I appreciate gray colors. They are very helpful for fur texture. They have absolutely traditional, very thin tip, simple liners, but I do love that they are in gray color. I love such things. So I have these two adorable sketchbooks. I don't know how to use them, but I'm very happy to have them because they look so cute, and I do love this ribbon, and also they have this beautiful ribbon and rubber. It also received this Posca pens. I don't know about these two greens. I haven't tested them yet. I think that they will be indeed similar to their cups, so maybe not very natural looking green, but for some of the highlights and details on top of the pencils I will be able to use them. And totally new color for me. I don't think that I had brown Posca before, so it also will be very helpful for animals. Brown Posca, it's a very important thing, so I'm crazy happy to get this one. Next, maybe the most interesting part of the present. Here I have Stabilo products. Here I have fine liners, so they're series number 88, and here we have more traditional felt tip pens with bigger tip. It's 68 series, and I had such fine liners with thin tip before. Maybe it was more than 7 years ago, maybe even older, when I traveled to Germany. Sorry for the noises, but I had to fetch my old set. So I traveled to Germany. I visited Hamburg, Lübeck, Bremen, and when I was waiting for a train after visiting Bremen, the train was slightly late, and I was searching through the railway station, and there I purchased as a souvenir this very pleasant set of fine liners. You can see that here I have only part of it. The rest of the colors, especially black, gray, various browns, natural looking greens, they are already finished. The rest is still working. So now I am crazy happy that I have a new set, but it's not their regular colors. I received more interesting muted colors, and it's perfect. I hadn't tested them yet, so I just received it, and of course I wanted to share them with you. Look at these beauties. Nothing is very bright, everything is so natural looking, especially I am interested in this one, and of course in light olive green colors, and those lilac and purple. Perfect. Of course I will swatch all of them. And I think that especially this one I can use for doing grass texture. This one could be used also on the fur together with this one. If it's light gray, it will be very helpful to do light shading on the white and light gray fur. So I am so happy to receive such an interesting colors. So that's liners, and here I have this huge set of felt tip pens with bigger tip, but also with amazing selection of color. Now let me open it without creating too much noise, and we will see what is inside this metal box. I managed to open it. A couple of weeks ago I already shown you my previous present where I received several of similar felt tip pens. I think that we will find similar colors here, and I was absolutely happy with them. I especially love such muted colors. So let me show you what's inside this full set of pencils. We have a slightly flimsy plastic tray. I need to just yes, they are so nice. If they are matching color on the cover, then I will be crazy happy with all those light greens and with the gray colors. For the stonework, we have also additional black probably, and I'm very curious about those beige and light fair skin tone colors. Here we also have some of my favorite colors. I need to use felt tip pens more often. I started to use... Why I'm dropping something today constantly? Maybe it's because of the air raid sirens. So I started to use my Ohuhu pens more frequently, and they can be used for additional shading, for tiny details, for texture, so I think that such an amazing colors also will be very helpful. Apart from those neon colors which I never use in my pencils, in my paints, everything else is absolutely perfect. Of course, I will do swatches and I will share with you my opinion about them. I hope that it will help me to try some new techniques and to work in such books like Rita Berman, where sometimes I struggle to color accurately all those tiny flowers, leaves, berries with my pencils when I forgot to sharpen them nicely. Then felt tip pens will be perfect for details. Well, and the last thing, it's not about coloring, it's more about cross stitching, but still it also made me very happy, and it's so beautiful that I decided to share with you my two new kits for cross stitching. I am very proud that they were produced by Ukrainian brand Mereshka. Now production manufacturing is in Poland, but still all workers, designers, they are from Ukraine, and I think that their designs, they are great. Also quality is very high, made from with best threads, best fabric, and look at these beauties. Look at this Lake Como. It's my dream to visit Lake Como. We planned to visit it before the COVID started for that summer. Of course, we weren't able to do it. And this design, it reminds me about Ukraine. Maybe it was supposed to be some France design because of those lavender fields, but even here around Kiev we have lavender fields, very beautiful. I know such lavender farms near Ukraine. Part of them were destroyed by Russians, but now they started to rebuild, so I'm sure that next spring, next summer, we will have such a beauty again. And of course sunflowers, they are also they are everywhere in Ukraine, so for me it's Ukrainian landscape. I will be happy to stitch both of them, and one day I want to start from this one day I want to start from this one. I think that both of them will be very helpful during winter time, fall season, when everything around is a little bit dull or everything is gray without bright colors. In such days I always love to stitch something with flowers and something very bright. So that's another amazing present which I got. Well, sorry for the interruptions, sorry for noises, everything was falling apart my working table, so maybe it's my keys that I need to make more accurate area around me. Thank you, and I hope that all these interesting materials I will show you in my next videos. And of course, when I got something new for coloring, it's always inspiring, even when I feel quite low, when I don't want to color, when I have some new material to test, to put into working, it's always very helpful to get my coloring mojo back. So thank you, presents were amazing. And I hope that you also have something new to use for your coloring, because it's very important to keep your coloring mojo high. Thank you, and until the next videos.